What is up, everybody? Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your email dedicated domain inside your HighLevel account. We're going to make it super simple, but the dedicated domain inside your HighLevel account is super important because number one, it increases your deliverability drastically. If you do not do this, then you're going to be working and it's actually going to be sending emails from the default HighLevel email server or dedicated domain. As you can see here, it's ec1.msgsndr.org, which everybody inside HighLevel, right, when they sign up, they're using this dedicated domain, which basically means you're not going to be going into the inbox as much as you should. This is why they are super adamant with you creating a dedicated domain from the very beginning. And to get here, sign into your HighLevel account, number one. Number two, go down to the bottom left where it says settings, and then from there, click on email services. All right. Once you do that, you're going to get this pop-up that says boost your email deliverability. And this is where you're going to be able to create your dedicated domain. And as you can see, there's a lot more stuff involved, but it's really beneficial because number one, you're going to get in the inbox a lot more. Number two, people are going to actually see your emails. So to do this, all you really need is access to your DNS settings wherever you bought your domain itself. And what we're going to do is we're going to create it using subdomains, right? And what that means that every subdomain that we do, it's like its own dedicated domain. So over time, if your deliverability starts going down, all you got to do is just switch out the subdomain, and right there and then you have a brand new dedicated domain to warm up and increase your deliverability once again. So how do you do this? You're going to click on where it says create dedicated domain. From there, it's going to tell you to add the subdomain, right? You can do the root domain here, but I highly recommend, as you see, and they recommend right over here, we create only subdomains. And an advanced setup here, instead of just doing one in the very beginning, let's set up 3. So like that, we can spread our risk all together. And when we're sending emails through our automations or through bulk sends, it's going to use all 3 of these dedicated domains to send out emails. So like that, you lower your risk, you lower your daily volume per email, and like that, it's going to just keep your reputation up, keep your deliverability up in that sense. So let's rock and roll. So I'm going to do over here LC dot, and then in this case, we're going to do it for one of my clients here. Their domain is h2osoftwash.com. We're going to copy that. And they do have it with inside GoDaddy, and GoDaddy has like an automatic feature, which is super nice. It actually adds all these DNS records for you. So I put in my subdomain, right? And this can be LC dot. This can be, another one I'm going to do together with you is send dot. We're going to do also MSG, which is like message dot. We're also going to do reply. So you can pick anything that you're not using right now, right? So if you're not using LC, you can use it. Do that. Click on add. Once you do that, it's going to pop up. If you do have, a domain registrar that allows this automatic configuration with HighLevel, it will pop up. If not, it's going to give you all the DNS records to add manually. So as you can see, it recognizes it's in GoDaddy. And all I have to do now is just click on authorize domain, and it will import those DNS records automatically with inside HighLevel or with inside GoDaddy. But if it doesn't, it's going to show you this, right? And then all you got to do is just copy and paste these DNS records in your domain registrar. So let's do it first automatically. I'm going to click on authorize. It's going to move me over here to the GoDaddy account. It's going to say, do you want this on this one? I'm going to hit connect. And then it's going to auto configure, and then I'm going to hit close, and we're good to go. Now, in the very beginning, as you can see here, everything's going to say not verified, and that's completely fine. This one at the very bottom, though, to note, this one will not be added automatically ever. So you do have to always add this manually. And if you do have to add this manually, this is how you do it, right? So this is going to be a text record, right? The record type is text, TXT. And then the host name, as you can see here, is this one. So I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go into the DNS. we're going to go to DNS records, add new record. It's going to be text record, txt. Here's the host name. If you see a lot of spaces, delete the spaces. Okay, so it should be like that. Then we're going to go back over here. I'm going to copy the bottom, which is the value, right? This is value right here. I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to put over here where it says value. And then I'm going to hit save. Okay. Once I do that, we're good to go. Also, as you can see here, it has added all the other ones automatically, right? As you can see, they're already added. Okay. So I can just click on verify domain here. And everything is good. And as you can see here, we're not verified over here yet, and we're not verified over here, which is completely fine. If this happens, all you got to do is click on the little backspace over here, back to dedicated domains. Click on that. You're going to see here the one that we just added, and it's going to see in the bottom, it's going to say verify now, right? SSL unknown. We want to get this SSL unknown, or that little red kind of banner, to a green banner, right? So we're going to click on verify again now, verify now. And then, as you can see, now everything is verified, but it still does this little thing that says domain not verified. Don't worry about that. As long as you see everything here green, click on where it says verify domain in the bottom right, and it should give you that little green one. Sometimes it does this, which is SSL pending. In this case, do not freak out. All you got to do is just do it one more time. Click on verify now. Everything's verified. Click on verify domain again in the bottom right. And as you can see, now we have the SSL issued green banner, and we are good to go. So now to basically spread our risk, right, we have our own dedicated domain now, which is awesome. So as you can see here, if we go back to the main page, we now see lc.h2o softwash, which is great. We figured it out. Now, the advanced part of this is let's spread the risk even more, right? So like that, this is more of a long-term play, so you don't have to do this every 3, 4, 6 months, depending on your volume. What you can do is you can go over here to dedicated domain again, and we can add another subdomain. So I can do send.h2o softwash. In this case, I got to copy that again. Boom. Not this. All right. H2O softwash. And then we're going to just follow the process one more time from start to finish. I'm going to click on continue. Boom, 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 boom. If I were to do this manually again, I would just click on this, and then you would just copy text record, right? Go over here to record, add new record. You would find it, txt. If it's the CNAME, do CNAME. And then it's the same thing, right? Here's the host name, here's the value. Here's the host name, here's the value, right? So all you're doing is copy and pasting and adding the records itself. In this case, I'm going to do this automatically again because I'm with GoDaddy. And then we're going to click connect. Boom, boom, boom. Once you do this, then it's going to shoot you over to the next spot, which is this one right here. And we're going to do the new one at the very bottom, right? So same thing, add txt record, this guy, and then the value is this one right here. Copy it. Boom. Add. No, you don't need to add more. Boom. Save. Perfect. And then I do recommend for you to do this 3 to 4, right? So, since you're already doing it right here, right now, let's get the most bang for our buck. So I would do 3, right, to 4 dedicated domains. So subdomains with the same domain, right? Don't do different ones. That's a little bit confusing. But just do different subdomains, right? So I did LC, and now I'm doing send dot. I'm going to click on verify. And as you can see, everything is verified now. Click on verify domain. It should give me the green one. Sometimes it's going to give you that little yellow one yet. Yeah, SSL pending. It's going to do it one more time, and then we are good to go. Sometimes it does take some longer, right? It might take maybe an hour to get it done. But as long as you see all the DNS records in here inside your DNS domain registrar, then you're going to be good, right? Just give it some time and then just redo it like this. Once you have multiple ones, you can select a default one. So what's the one that you're mainly going to use for all emails? And you can just, for example, if I want to do send as my main one, I just click the little checkbox and then it will switch it out. And then you're good to go. Another thing I would recommend is put together your main dedicated headers, right? So basically a fallback name and from address, just in case if we forget to do it when we're doing an email bulk send or an automation, right? You're sending an email through an automation. it's good to have this header name and email, done. And then one thing you can do is you can literally just copy your domain, click on this little 3 dots, click on where it says set headers, and then you can do, Joshua Diaz, or in this case, this is going to be Jose, or no, let's do H2O soft wash, and then we're going to do info at H2O soft wash. Like this, right? So that's how you set your headers. You want to do the same thing over here for this one. Set headers, right? H2O soft wash, info at H2O soft wash. Perfect. Once that's done, the next thing that I want you to do, once you have, let's say 4 in here, 3 or 4, click on where it says domain configuration. And then here, this is when it gets super, super cool. So as you can see here, my default one is send, right? So if none of this is placed, everything's going to be sending, all the emails from your HighLevel account will be sent from send.h2osoftwash.com, right? That email dedicated domain. Now, for workflow domains, right? Let's say you're going to have 1,000 people in a workflow. You're going to be sending out emails to people, right? I can choose to spread it between send and LC, right? So as you can see here, I have 50-50 now. And I can do the same thing if I want to have another dedicated domain. And let's say I do one that is like MSG, right? For example. If I do MSG, I can then select msg.h2o softwash for my one-on-one conversations, right, inside the conversations box. If I want to do another one just for bulk, I can do it also in here. So like that, you spread your risk in regards to deliverability, and you have dedicated domains specifically for workflow, specifically for one-on-one conversations, specifically for bulk email domains, or even specifically for your receipts like payments, right? So that's the best thing about this. And you can manage it all in here within this one right here. There's also another few little things that you can do here. So over here on 3 little dots, this is where you can delete dedicated domains. This is where you can verify it again. This is where you can assign IP. Assigning IP is roughly for people that are doing a lot more large volume of sending. So you're doing like 100,000 emails per month actively. Setting headers is kind of what we did right now. Domain settings, this is over here. So email tracking control, this is all default on. Leave it on, so like that, everything works properly when it comes to your HighLevel tracking. And then you also have SMTP settings, and this is mainly like your server details right here. And you can also add users to the SMTP itself, but it's not really needed at this point, right? So that's how you do it. That's how you set up your dedicated domains from start to finish. And then, of course, if you like videos like this, please smash that like button. Also, comment down below any questions that you may have in regards to anything inside HighLevel or even in dedicated domains. I'm happy to help. And then I'll see you on the next one. Peace.